The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman women's basketball coach Mike Mincey, I'm Michael Watching on SeeingEagles.com as the Lady Eagles get set for a road trip to Catawba. And, Coach, I don't want to say that it's a must-win game, but it's certainly one of those games that could pretty much put you in a place where you control your own destiny for that top four in the league. Knowing that and how important this game is, how do you handle that with your club heading into this road trip against a team that's lost two straight?
Well, we don't hide anything from them. And, of course, they're so invested in what's going on. I mean, they know who's winning in the league. They know where they're ranked. They know where Catawba's ranked. I mean, they know what's ahead of us. So there's no secrets. And to try to tell them, okay, this is just any old game, I wouldn't be doing them justice. So we know what at stake. But we do know that, there's still a lot of games left to play. If you win, great. It helps you out a lot, and it really helps you in terms of a sweep over Catawba and all that good stuff. But if you lose, it's still not going to define your season. There's still a lot of basketball left to play and still a great chance to get in the top four, win or lose.
You get this Catawba team that earlier in the year you won, but Bree Johnson went for 41 points in that game. Terry Rogers expects to be back in their lineup as well. She didn't play that first time around. What do you try to do defensively to slow them down?
Well, that was a surprise when they came over here and they didn't have Rogers playing, and I can remember talking about it in the locker room how somebody's going to have to pick up her shot attempts, Rogers' shot attempts, and of course Bree did a great job, and it wasn't even from the three; it was her penetration, getting to the free throw line, and she did a good job trying to put her team on their back, and they almost walked out here with a big win, but thankfully our kids, we had to score a lot of points down the stretch, especially in the fourth quarter, to hold on to get that victory, and it was a big victory for us. And certainly, I mean, they're a great team, well coached. Angie does a great job, and they're going to be ready, I'm sure. I mean, there's no doubt. Giving up two straight games, but they're still really good, and they're one of the best teams in our league. And if we don't play really well against them, especially with Rogers back, we're not going to like the outcome.
Michael Wester and Kaylin Brooks have been your two top scorers pretty much in every single game this year. It's been finding that third player to step up. Harris Price did it the other day. Katie Stubblefield's done it at times this year, so has Brianna Smith. How important is it to get that third player to have some scoring punch to take some pressure off of Brooks and Wester?
Well, I mean, I think it helps them. Kayla's obviously a great scorer, and so is Micah. But, I'm sure if you were to ask them, they don't want to have to always score 20 points or whatever. I mean, it helps them a lot because usually the defenses are keying in on Brooks and Micah. And so when you have somebody else step up, whether it's a Bree or like Harris did the other night, then it makes it a little bit easier on them because now those guys are getting their shots off. Now the defense has to worry a little bit about them too, and then they can go back to scoring. And so any good team is going to have a lot of scores. We don't want to be a team that's just got that one guy. You got to have multiple scorers, and when you do it that way, it just allows you to continue scoring and do a good job on the offensive end. When it just gets to where there's one guy, which sometimes we've had that in the past, to where when that one or two guys get shut down, the whole team shuts down. And so far this year, I don't think that's really happened. So we just got to make sure that we continue to get more scores than just Brooks and Micah.
Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck Saturday.
Thank you.
He's Carson-Newman women's basketball coach Mike Mincey. I'm Michael Watching on SeeingEagles.com.